within the program. How you kind of feeling, coming into this next season and where your body's at?
Yeah, I mean, I feel great. I think ever since last season ended, we've shifted our mindset, and we've all been super focused on what our goals are. And I'm really excited with the progress with everyone.
You have a new coach coming into the room. Now you've had more than just spring ball to kind of hang out with him and get to know Coach. So what's kind of Coach Niblett been like now that you've had, extensive amount of period with him?
Yeah, I mean, that's my guy. He's family at this point. The way he checks up on me, the way he cares about me and the rest of the team is unbelievable. I really haven't experienced, that kind of love before, and that kind of, personal connection with the coach before. And it's been unbelievable, man. He's one of the best people I've been around, off the field, on the field, and he's a great role model for me and for every other tight end in the room. So
I guess touching more on that, what do you think makes Coach so different or like more personable with you in that aspect?
I'd say just the way he leads with faith, right? He sends the Bible verse every morning. He's very spiritually aligned, and that's something that I've been working on growing my relationship with, and he's helped me do that. So, yes, sir.
At the Players Retreat last week, is that something you're able to go out to and enjoy? What were your kind of thoughts on that, and being able to have that aspect with Coach Barton?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, it was a great time. It was a lot of fun, a lot of team bonding and whatnot. But also, we got a lot of stuff done leadership-wise. We got all of our minds on the same page for this next season, and I think we're all ready to roll. So,
I guess for you, is there anything you've kind of been doing this summer that may be different or something you're adding to your game potentially?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing was rehabbing my knee after the spring game. Had a grade 2 MCL sprain, but I'm feeling unbelievable now. Shout out to our training staff, man. They got me right. Best in the game. But yeah, I mean, I've been rehabbing a lot. I've been, doing all these different types of therapy to take care of my body better. And that's the goal this next season, man. Stay healthy the whole year.
And what about the playbook? I know we haven't mentioned the go-go offense yet, but that's something, you're spending more time with each week. How's that install been going?
Most definitely. Oh, it's been great. I mean, for me, I got to do it, to really learn it. So, that it'll definitely come. There's a lot to it, as we know, but that's a good thing. That's definitely a good thing. Yeah.
And what about some of the other guys in the room? You're out here kind of representing the tight ends. What have you seen from guys like Fisher or maybe other players?
Yeah, most definitely. I think we have a lot of guys that have improved a lot, and I'm really proud of all my guys, especially Charlie Williams, Brady Kopetz, Fisher Clements, man, Corbin Lazier, Zane DeSouza, man, Ben Gula, all my guys. I'm really proud of them, all the work that they put in, but still got to finish the summer strong, so I'm excited for that.
All right. Is there anything you would like to say or any message you have before we see you again, come fall media day?
I mean, the only thing is, we lost 2 really important figures in our program, Dom and Adam, these last few months, so it's been tough on the whole program, but I just wanted to say our prayers are still with them and their families, so.
Thanks so much, Jeff.
Of course, man.
Any more for Zach?
On the field, just kind of summarize how this offseason has gone so far and what maybe you're most looking forward to when fall camp gets here in a couple weeks.
Yeah, I mean, off-season's been great. We set our goals in January, and we've been working towards that ever since then. And we just wanted to turn the page from last year because, to be honest, that wasn't us. And we got a bunch of guys on the same page this year, so I'm really excited.
What are you seeing from Julian this offseason? How's he taking a step forward?
Yeah, most definitely. Ever since I've known him, he's been about ball. He's been about improving, man. I'm really proud of him, his growth and everything, and I think he's ready for this opportunity. So.
What about Coach Narian's offense and maybe how that fits into what you do?
I was just talking with Danny about that.
Yeah, I mean, his offense is made for a player like me. I can do everything on the field. I block, I run routes, and I think that he's going to put me in situations to be successful this year. And me and Juju are on the same page with everything, so I'm really excited for the opportunity.
Is that always been your mindset? Just kind of, whatever it takes to get on the field, whether it's the big block sometimes more satisfying?
Obviously,
than maybe,
coach wanted to be around.
that big
Absolutely, whatever it takes to win at the end of the day. So.
Praying for him on a daily basis.
Zach, what's one of the biggest strengths going into 2026 for this Colorado team?
He's been around more than I
Biggest strengths, I'd say our chemistry. Our team bonding is so much more elite than last year. I think that was one big emphasis. Was a lot of the off the field stuff. We're all talented players, but when we're on the same page mentally, I don't think we can be stopped. So.
What do some of those mental reps look like for you personally?
It's doing stuff outside of off the field. With all my guys, it's hanging out, going to dinner, watching the games, whatever. I think it's a lot of just us all just coming together. I think when we do that, we'll have a really good chance to be successful.
Zach, I saw that last year that Ray Lewis came and spoke to you all.
Sure.
One of the things he talked about was being in your word and being in your Bible. If you can talk about one of your favorite Bible verses and why that Bible verse is important to you.
That's good. I'd say Jeremiah 29:11, to be honest. I know the plans I have for you, for you to be successful, not to give you any discouragement, but to give you hope. That's probably my favorite verse, just right off the head. I read my Bible before every game, and that's something that I'm actively working on growing my relationship with Christ. So.
And so, like I said, he's been. This is the most I've ever seen in the first place. He's in there.
What drew me to Colorado? I'd say the culture. I'd say unbelievable coaching staff. Coach Prime is a leader of men, and he is an unbelievable leader in the way he approaches every day, how he helps us grow, not only as football players but as people. So that was one of the biggest reasons.
You made a couple of references to getting on the same page. How do you
I think it starts now. I think it starts with all the work that we put into January, all the lifting days, all the conditioning days, all the player-led practices, all that stuff. It started in January. So.
Zach, you mentioned you read your Bible before every game. Do you find a quiet spot in the locker room to do that? Do you just do that right in front of your locker? How do you kind of go about that?
Yeah, I just do it right in front of my locker. It helps me. It gives me peace right before the storm, and it's just something I've kind of always done. So.
What makes, for those people who've never been to Boulder, Colorado, what makes that a special place that's more unique than any other place in the country?
Yeah, I think it's the best college town in America. I mean, obviously it's beautiful, but also our fans are unbelievable. Every game is sold out, and when it's game day, it's our day, and the fans day as well. So.
What's your switch these guys out? Is that right?
I guess.
Hey Nate.
So, in those